Okay, let's be real. Have you ever found yourself in one of those situations where you're trying so hard to make things work and it feels like you're drowning in effort? You're doing the most, but somehow it just doesn't feel effortless. It's like running a race that only exists in your mind. And guess what? You're the only one running. We've all been there, putting in all the energy, but wondering, am I the only one who sees this? Newsflash, you're not. If you're the type of person who's constantly second guessing yourself or feels like you're always trying to be something you're not, this episode is for you. Stick around, we're about to break it down. The first thing you need to understand is that trying too hard usually comes from one key place: self doubt. When you're not sure of your worth, you think you need to overcompensate. You try to be the person you think everyone else wants you to be, instead of embracing who you really are. This could look like overthinking your every move. You second guess the way you speak, the way you dress, or even the way you smile. You're trying to fit into molds that don't belong to you. But here's the thing: you can't keep up with something that isn't your truth. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Elbert Hubbard. Let me repeat that for you. You can't keep up with something that isn't your truth. Trying to impress people, trying to make everyone happy, or trying to fit into a certain image, it's exhausting. And guess what? No one else is paying attention. I mean, maybe a couple of people, but most people are wrapped up in their own lives. So why are you putting in all this effort? But how do you stop feeling like you're trying too hard? Great question. Let's start with step one: recognize the root cause. Ask yourself, what am I actually trying to achieve here? Are you trying to impress people who don't even notice? Trying to fit into a box that doesn't even suit you? Or are you living up to an image you've created in your head? The secret sauce? Perfection doesn't exist. If you're trying to hit perfection, you're essentially chasing a mirage. And trust me, it's an exhausting chase. You don't need to please everyone. What you need is to feel comfortable in your own skin. When you're chasing perfection, you're missing the whole point. Now, let's move to step two: embrace imperfection. Look, I know it's hard. Social media will have you thinking everyone's life is a highlight reel. But the truth? Everyone's winging it. Seriously. You think they've got it all together? Nah. And here's the kicker: the more perfect you try to appear, the more it makes you feel lonely. Why? Because you're hiding the real, messy, authentic you. Instead, start embracing the chaos. What if you gave yourself permission to be messy, to be a little offbeat, to not have all the answers? That's when real confidence shows up. Not the "I'm perfect" kind of confidence, but the kind that says, I'm okay with not having it all. The third step: stop seeking validation from others. I get it. We all crave validation. Whether it's a thumbs up on a post or someone telling you you're doing great. But relying on other people's approval is like handing them the keys to your happiness. And that's a risky business. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. Here's the truth: when you stop worrying about what others think, you suddenly become way more interesting. Why? Because you're no longer performing for anyone. You're just being yourself. And that is magnetic. Step 4: understand your triggers. We all have those moments when we feel like we're trying too hard. Social media scrolling, family gatherings, that one coworker who always seems to have it all together. Awareness is key here. Recognize when you feel the urge to try too hard. Does comparing yourself to others make you feel less than? Or are you trying to impress people you don't even like? Once you can identify your triggers, you can start detaching from them. You have the power to walk away from people and situations that don't serve you. And remember, you control your response. Step 5: focus on what you can control. You can't control other people's perceptions of you, but you can control how you respond. Focus on your passions and let go of the constant need for approval. Build your life in a way that feels right to you, not because it fits someone else's ideal. To thine own self be true. William Shakespeare. Now, here's a big one. Step 6. Set boundaries. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly giving your time and energy to others, you'll eventually burn out. Setting boundaries isn't about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes to what aligns with your energy. Step 7. Practice self-compassion. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have days when you feel like you're not doing enough. And guess what? That's okay. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. To wrap it all up, the secret to stopping the feeling of trying too hard lies in letting go of the pressure, embracing imperfection, setting boundaries, and trusting yourself.